Hello everyone, welcome back to another build video. This one is another Netrunner setup. It's an alternative setup to the Skippy build. The purpose of this one is not to shoot anything. So you're going to be ignoring every cool gun that you pick up. You're going to be scrapping everything that's not iconic. Unless, I mean, you're gonna be doing that. Like, there's just no reason to use anything if you're not spec'd for it. And that's like one of the big weaknesses I've had with this entire game in general. If you want to enjoy everything the game has to offer, you just have to keep playing it over and over again and making different builds to utilize whatever you'll find. And, or you could take an endgame file you've already beaten, look at all the guns that you've collected and all the weapons you've gotten, and then try to theory craft something based off of what the descriptions say. But anywho, without further ado, I'm going to give a quick combat test, just see if I can find anyone to battle, just to show you kind of what the damage looks like and like what your main purpose is going to be. This is a monowire Lucy inspired build, so the main purpose of this is to only use the monowire. You're not going to be needing to do any shooting of any kind, and basically you should generally feel like Superman. Your only purpose is to look at people and then they die. And if you can close the distance on them, which I wouldn't necessarily recommend on the highest difficulty, then if you can do it before they catch on to what you're trying to do, then the monowire's good. But I wouldn't recommend just going around willy-nilly just slashing people up, because the monowire has been known to be terrible in terms of melee damage. And I truly believe that, even in this build. I can't believe I can't find anyone to fight. The only people I find is cops. And I don't want to fight those guys. Hoping I can find anybody. This build actually lets you move around pretty fast. Unlike the Skippy build, which is very grounded and very like Johnny-like. Johnny can't do any of this crazy like double jump dashing stuff. And the other reason why I didn't spec into reflexes at all for any build that involves that is because of the fact that my main purpose is to hit the damage ceiling, and I can't do that if I'm wasting points in a tree that isn't going to benefit me other than movement. The other thing that I really just wish that you could do is I wish that reflexes was just revamped in general. And you don't have to do that, because I personally think that all movement related stuff should be tied to what your cyber legs do, and not having to spend points on it, Like, I should just be able to run and dash and jump using only my cyber legs. I should not have to spec more than 10 points just to get this movement system. It should just be there. I should just have it. And that's like one of my biggest complaints about this game in general, is that they tied movement to like skills. And I don't appreciate that, because you can make a lot better builds if you don't have to worry about spending points on your movement. And having this movement is like almost like, in a lot of cases, it's a must-have. So anyway, you see these big-ass dudes right here? These big-ass dudes, you can do anything. You can go, like I said, you can cyberware a Mal, and then you can freaking hit him with the short circuit. He'll instantly die. If he doesn't, I would be, like, he didn't right here, but it's just really weird that he wouldn't. This guy, you're gonna start running out of points, so you're gonna want to try hitting him with those. That guy's dead instantly. If I hit this guy with overheat, he's done. If I hit this guy with overheat, He isn't gonna survive. If I hit this guy with overheat, he's already on fire. Oh yeah, I forgot to do this. I think he's dead. He didn't survive. Says he's alive. I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, that's just one example. The main thing I really wanted to show off is like what happens when you you come across this guy, right? So you go like that, and look what he's got on him. Look what he's got. So we already hit him with something that's gonna make all this less. Now watch what the dot does. Watch what this dot does. Boom, done immediately. What's this guy gonna do? What if we hit him with both overheat and contagion? What would happen then, right? Oh, too late. We couldn't figure it out because he's dead. Alright, let's try here. This is a big group of guys, so you're gonna want to do this. Bam, that's triple kill right there. This guy, we don't like this guy. We want him gone. Oh, this guy is shooting us. Why is he shooting us? We don't want that guy either. He's done. You're pretty much not gonna run into a scenario where you're really struggling. They're all gone. They're all dead. Nobody survived. So, in general, that's kind of like what you can do. There's so much more you can do than that, but that's usually what I would do in a fight. And boom, it's over. Like, there's nobody left. Everyone's dead. So, in terms of bosses, if you're gonna fight a boss, I have two solutions for you. One is to just cripple movement them a bunch of times. Oh yeah, one other thing. So what I have on here is I have cripple movement. I think this is the best one to put on there. If I didn't have to worry about, the other one I would recommend is cyberware malfunction, because if you can hit them with that a bunch of times and then short circuit them, it's going to cost less. So I think that is a second best choice, but I like cripple movement better. I'm already at the ceiling. I can't have anything in my nervous system right now because I have hit the max capacity already. If this was a glitch character, I would be up to here and I would have a nervous system in these two slots, but I don't. Because the glitch is patched. You can't do it anymore, and I haven't figured out a new way to get more capacity. But even without those extra two slots, this character is still hitting around like 3,400 DPS or something like that. So let's say, for example, you really want to get overheat as cheap as possible, right? Watch what it does to their health bar. Done. They aren't going to be able to do anything to you. They're never going to be able to do anything to you. Oh, and because he shot me, I actually got some points back. So you can keep hitting this guy forever with that cripple movement, and then finish him off with fire. Nobody's gonna beat you. Like, as long as you can see them, they're dead. That's the main purpose behind this build, is we're trying to be Superman. Alright, so anyway, there's much more that I could do. If we get enough cyberware capacity, I would add stuff here to make it even more unbelievable and unbalanced. Or you can take stuff off, like you can take this off and maybe get something here that's cheap, I don't know. But yeah, that being said, if you're going to use another weapon, you can also use melee stuff. But I barely use those. I usually just use the monowire. But it is meant for melee, and a lot of my rolls on here are meant for melee. So anyway, we have the Cox 2. There you go, you saw that. You probably want those rolls on there. This is incomplete. You can go further than this. You can improve it further than this. This is just the save file I have that, or the latest save file I have that was using this build. But like I had plans to get this higher, and I know there's still some ways I can get the capacity higher than that, and getting these filled out. But yeah, we have the Cox 2, we have RAM reallocator. Love that. We have X disc. We have thermal monowire. We have dense marrow for melee. Phoenix and RAM recoup. There's supposed to be stuff here, but there isn't because I am at capacity, like I said. We have deep field visual interface. I probably would have put the one that makes it so that you can slow down time even by getting detected. That would probably be what I would have in these two slots. That way you can have extra time to upload your hacks, and you basically, like, there's nothing they can do because even time is slowed. So you can just get right up next to them and start whacking them with cripple. Then we have Painducer, which gets you a little bit of health. Then we got cellular for a little bit of some defense, and we got carapace for a little bit of some defense. I might change those out to less so that we can have, or the most armor that I can get down here, and then but with less points, and then putting the stuff on here that I suggested instead, if you want to do that. But yeah, just go ahead and look at those. Some of these haven't been rolled yet, but when you roll, you usually want to roll for dot. That's the number one thing I look for. Dot, anything else that might be effective, but dot is like high priority. Quick hack damage, that's another one that I would be looking for. Crit chance for enemies affected by whatever is going to be good. So you want that. Again, we're always going to use blood pump. We're always going to use biomonitor, and we're always going to use we use micro rotors for melee. You can change that out for something else if you're not a melee build. Then here's another one. You see how it says quick hack damage? Yeah, you want that. Bonus damage against enemies at full health. You want that. That's a good roll. Yeah, see, dot and quick hack. See, that's usually like what you want to see on the rolls, is dot and quick hack, a lot of that. And then we have the biotech, like always. I think it's the best. I don't see any better things, and especially because it benefits your monowire at 25%, so that's great. As for your spread, this is your spread. We're not in cool at all, so don't spec into that. You could take less reflex and more body if you want to be really tanky. You can do that. If you feel like doing that, go right ahead. I don't see a problem with stacking body versus reflex. All of this is for benefiting the swords. I think that if you didn't want to do swords at all, if you don't want to be a net blade, then pull out of here and go into body. Just fully go all the way up to pain to gain. And if you want to get extra destructive and you don't want any melee at all, then just go with shotguns instead, because shotguns and quick hacks are unbelievably unbalanced. Even more damage than I thought possible in this entire game. But anywho, this is what I have. So I have it like this because, like, let's say I actually wanted to use errata, right? If I came up and I was pretend this is an enemy, right? Cripple movement, contagion, and then I start whacking him with this, he blows up. He fucking explodes, dude. Or you can just stack fire damage. Like you can come over here. Oh no, that's a turret. We don't want to mess with a turret. But yeah, if you wanted to stack fire damage, you could do that too. Like you could come up, quick hack somebody with cripple and fire, and then you could start whacking them with errata. They're not going to survive. It's over for them. Like here's some cops, right? You hit him with overheat. You hit this guy with cripple. Hit that guy with cripple because we don't want any of them fighting back, and then they're dead. See, just like that, easy peasy. So yeah, in general, like that was what I was thinking, was having a Netblade character. But as I said, like you're probably not going to be using these a lot. You're mainly going to just want to be focusing on monowire so you can get a bunch of cripple for free. That's my favorite thing to do, and I think it's the most effective way to fight, is just cripple for free. And the melee damage, I don't think that monowire benefits from melee damage anymore, but it used to, so I thought maybe it would work out, but it doesn't. It doesn't do that. At least from what I was told, it doesn't do that. But anyway, on to the actual perks. So copy this. If you want my build exact, copy this. That's your reflex page, alright. Copy body. If you get the extra perk points by doing the content, you can also pick up these. Those are good. I don't have them because I didn't do that on this particular file. You have intelligence up through here. I didn't get this one because I don't take down people. And I don't see a need to do that. I'm mainly trying to kill you as fast as possible. I'm not interested in stealth. If you want a stealth build, go somewhere else. I'm not good at stealth, and I never have been. And then here's tech. This is your tech tree. You're meant to... Oh, yeah. The one last thing I wanted to show off is if you throw these grenades like this, it'll help you, but it didn't help me there because they were all in the car when I threw them. But the one other thing I wanted to let you know is this: you can get pretty squishy if you're not using your adrenaline or whatever. But yeah, hold on. Let's try to regen so you can see like how much damage these fire grenades do. So here we go. He gets one fire grenade, and he's dead. Oh, he didn't die, but he almost did. But if you throw a fire grenade on him and then you throw some overheat on him, they're done. Like, it's a fire build. You're a firebender. You're Zuko. That's essentially what's going down. These really strong guys, this guy in particular, you're gonna want to cripple him. And the reason why is because if you can cripple him once, you can cripple him every time. Oh shit, I fucking instantly died there. Don't know why that happened. Those guys can just close the distance like crazy fast, but the main thing I'm trying to point out is that you have a lot of options, and all of them are built for killing people and doing it really effectively. I want to go back and do that battle just to show you like what that would be like. Here's the turret. Nope, that's not the turret. Where was that? Where did I just get killed at? Fucking jump over the fence, you fucking... I think it was maybe here? Yep, it was here. So, here we go. Throw one grenade. Get him with overheat. It's over. He's never getting back up. Here's oh, it's because it's Rhino, that's why. Hold on 1 minute. She's not falling victim to... There we go. That's how to instantly kill a boss. So if they're not going down, you just want to hit them with a cripple until they get to the point where you can grab them and then just instantly kill them. And you can beat pretty much every boss in the game doing that. So altogether, like, if you're doing it right, you should not have a problem. So yeah. If you do generally what I was doing, you shouldn't have a problem. As far as your gear, yeah, like I said, errata, these aren't even maxed except for Sumitogi. This one doesn't even have the second mod for it, and I barely use it anyway. Mainly you just want the thermal with cripple and all that stuff. So yeah, and then the char incendiary, 12 per second, which gets amplified by all your bonuses. Oh, you also want to pick up Netrunner helmet for the extra upload time, and probably one of these for upload time reduction. Those are both pretty helpful as well, and they're nice. They're the only gear pieces I found that still have stats on them. And then you can make your own outfit on top of that if you want, so that way you don't have to, you know, I don't like the look of either of those two items, but they benefit me, so I just made a custom outfit and equipped it over it. And yeah, that's pretty much the build, I think. So hope you enjoyed. Good luck out there killing people with the monowire, being Lucy. I believe that if you really wanted to, you could possibly take a lower... Instead of having max contagion or max overheat, you could possibly, instead of doing that, go for having like a level 4 version of those, because they're cheaper and you can use it more often. Or you can do what I did. Oh, I forgot to show off what the quick hacks are. So these are the quick hacks. I didn't take iconic Sonic Shock. But yeah, we have Contagion in this slot, Cripple Movement in this slot, Overheat this slot, Reboot here, Iconic Cyberware Malfunction, Sonic Shock, Short Circuit, and System Collapse. I am not taking any other stuff because it's either too costly or not beneficial for the build. And as I said, like, if you have maxed cyberware, including these two slots, this will do even more DPS. So if you can manage to get your capacity higher than I have it, and you can get the extra 2 nervous system pieces, that'll benefit you and make the build better. And the main things you want to be rolling for are, like, anything that gives you critical for not doing much. Like, you just get critical is essentially what you want. You want dot, you want quick hack damage, you want damage against people at whatever health it says that they need to have. Anything like that. Anything that's going to make it so that your dot pretty much shreds. And then, yeah, you'll just be able to see some people way over here, cripple them, overheat, cripple them, overheat. And if you can't overheat them, just go into ulti mode and have at them. And just like that, they're dead. Just like that. And, yeah. The only other thing I could possibly think would be better if I had endless points instead of what I have up here, I would probably go with the Quantum Tuner just to get my this back faster, but I think what I have is pretty good. I would say that in general this is a good spread. And yeah, I mean, you can see their health bar just dropping like crazy. Any old person you come across should generally die from one overheat. If you need more overheat than that, it's going to cost you more RAM, and I tend to run into sticky situations if that's the case, but yeah. In general, really easy to play. As long as you can close the distance, you can do that. But I also found out that if you wait just a little bit less till it gets halfway, you can do this, and for some reason it'll glitch and still apply the cripple to them, which is nice. Like that, to get the X. For some odd reason, it still applies the cripple. Or I was having it do that, or like it was glitching or whatever, and doing that. But yeah, that's the build. Hope you enjoyed.